Hello and welcome to the Clat Possible YouTube channel. Today is the 12th of August, and on the 12th of August, we celebrate World Elephant Day. So, in this particular video, we are going to talk about Project Elephant and anything and everything related to elephants, which becomes important for our competitive examinations. Apart from that, the theme for 2023 World Elephant Day is ending the illegal wildlife trade. So let's first begin with Project Elephant. It was launched in 1992 and it is a centrally sponsored scheme. Now, why was it made? It was basically made to protect the elephants and to improve their habitats as well as their corridors. Apart from that, this is also to reduce the human elephant conflict. Now, the classic example of the human elephant conflict will be dealt with later in this particular video when we talk about the wild tusker, the infamous elephant Ari Company. If somebody is to ask us how many elephant reserves are there, so there are 33 which have been notified till date. If they ask us which was the first one, we will say Singhbam Elephant Reserve in Jharkhand, and the 33rd is the Terai Elephant Reserve in Uttar Pradesh. Apart from that, around 101 elephant corridors have been identified till date. Now, very recently, because of the fact that we were about to celebrate the World Elephant Day on the 12th of August, we also conducted the elephant census. And who releases this report? Of course, it is the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And in this particular census, it has been shown that the population of elephants has gone up by 346 since the last census, which took place in 2017. And right now, the amount of elephants in our country, it is around 6,395. The next question could be how many, which is the state that has the maximum amount of elephants? So that is Karnataka. The report, like I said, is released by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. If they ask you which minister, so it is not Bhupendra Singh Yadav, it is the Minister for Forests. His name is Ishwar Khandre. The highest density of elephants is found in which reserve? This is the Bandipur Tiger Reserve, wherein there are 1,116 elephants. You do not need to learn this particular figure. This is just for your information, but you should definitely know the Bandipur Tiger Reserve. This is the first. The second is Nagarhole Tiger Reserve. This is also in Karnataka, 831 elephants. Again, don't learn this particular figure. In fact, this is also for your information. What is important for you is this Bandipur Tiger Reserve. Let's go ahead. Now, Elephas maximus is found in majority in India. All right, this is the scientific name given to the type of elephants that are here in India. And this type of species is listed as Schedule 1 in the Indian Wildlife Protection Act of 1972 and Appendix 1 of CITES, which basically means that, it is in danger. It is not getting extinct right now, but you must not indulge in illegal trade in this particular species or even trade for that matter. Illegal to 100% you shouldn't do, but trade should also not happen. For which we are doing elephant DNA profiling. In fact, this was also a mandate of the Supreme Court because they've said these captive elephants, you should do a DNA profiling of them so as to be able to hold the person who is keeping it, keeping the elephant with him or her responsible for the health of that particular elephant. So, DNA profiling of 270 captive elephants in India has been completed. And this profiling is also a part of the Gaj Utsav mobile application, which will be for the forest officials. And this is being carried out in collaboration with Wildlife Institute of India. Now, what is this Gaj Utsav mobile application? We'll just go on to that. But firstly, the Gaj Utsav. So the Gaj Utsav of 2023, it was organized at the Kaziranga National Park in Tezpur in Assam. And this was to celebrate 30 years of Project Elephant's success. So the festival, it raised awareness about how to do elephant conservation, how to stop the conflicts, and how to protect their corridors and habitat. The inauguration of the Gaj Utsav was done by none other than our President Draupadi Murmu on the 7th of April 2023. Do we have to learn the date? No, not really. Just keep it in mind that this happened this year in the month of April in Assam at the Kaziranga National Park. So there is another thing called Gaj Yatra. This was launched in 2017 again on World Elephant Day from Tura in the Garo Hills in Meghalaya. And this was supposed to be like a nationwide awareness campaign to protect our elephants. Another initiative by the government of India, which was taken in 2003, is called MIKE, and the full form is Monitoring the Illegal Killing of Elephants. So, this was also one way in which we were trying to conserve or protect our elephants. And finally, the Gaj Suchna mobile application. This is a mobile application that will help the forest officials to help or aid in the elephant conservation efforts. In fact, in the month of February in 2023, the Supreme Court has also given an advice to the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to make Project Elephant, to convert it into a statutory agency so as to be more accountable. Now, since we were talking about the human-elephant conflict, this entire video would have been absolutely incomplete if we wouldn't have spoken about elephant Ari Company, the wild tusker. So these are certain newspaper articles from the Hindu as well as the Indian Express, which are all talking about Ari Company. So Ari Company is in fact, now he's been captured, but a troublemaking tusker who used to go and eat all the rice, and he also sort of injured a lot of human beings and a lot of infrastructure. And for a very, very long time, people were trying to catch him. And now he's been captured in the Theni district, and he's going to be shifted to the Kalakad Mundan Thurai Tiger Reserve. Very, very important. So, from Kerala into Tamil Nadu. But by the way, the tribal people are protesting against this, and they want the return of Ari Company. So we will see what happens about that. But this name becomes very important. And where is he going to be shifted to is also extremely important for us. Again, the next thing, if we are talking about elephants, we have to talk about the elephant whisperers. So a little bit about it. I'm sure everyone is aware of it. So Elephant Whisperers, it's a documentary now available on Netflix. I'm sure most of you must have seen it. In case you haven't, if at all you get the time, kindly watch it. It's beautiful. It emerged as a winner in the Best Documentary Short category at the 95th Academy Awards at the Oscars, right? It has been directed by Kartiki Gonzalez and produced by Sikya Entertainment, Guneet Monga and Achin Jain. So it has been shortlisted. Not only for this, it was shortlisted for Doc NYC, nominated for 2022 IDA Documentary Awards, also for the Hollywood Music in Media Awards for its composition, right? So this is something that you can possibly keep in mind, that it has been shortlisted for many others, but yes, it did win the Oscars. So it shows the life of Bowman and Belly, two indigenous people of the Katunayakan tribe, and how they are taking care of two orphan baby elephants, Raghu and Amu. And it portrays the beautiful bond between a human being and an elephant, or, and how they take care of each other, how they have a conversation with each other, and they actually understand what, the other party is trying to say. It's beautiful that way. So it also highlights the stunning beauty of Tamil Nadu's Mudumalai National Park. Very, very important for us. And it gives us a peek into the life of the Katunayakan tribe. Now, this is what I was talking about. And this is also particularly vulnerable tribal group. There are 75 in our country, 75 PVTGs. Out of them, one is the Katunayakan tribe. Particularly vulnerable tribal group का मतलब इतना simple सा हो जाता है कि मतलब they are a part of the tribe, they are a scheduled tribe, but they are one of the weakest of the weak scheduled tribes, right? And it was first identified in 1973 by the Devhar Commission, and they used to call it the primitive tribal group. और फिर बाद में जाके Government of India changed the name to particularly vulnerable tribal groups. And so using this particular national park, the Mudumalai National Park and the Thepakadu Elephant Camp as a backdrop, This entire documentary talks about the coexistence between nature and humans. In fact, this particular documentary is also in news because you see uh, these two, Baman and Belly. So Baman and Belly, they are basically saying that they've not been handsomely compensated for this particular documentary. So we'll keep seeing whatever happens to that. But that's all from my end. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again with a new video. Thank you very much.